Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group's channels. We're glad you guys could join us for our second episode in Atavar Ascension, our new campaign. So, before we get started, this is third episode. You are correct. Thank you. Wow, I'm getting old, I guess.
I'm good for something.
Yes. But third episode of Atavar Ascension. And before we get started, as always, got to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. Go check them out. It's www.criticalhitgamingsupplies, which is all one word, .com. They've got amazing things, dice bags, dice trays, miniatures galore, dice that are awesome, like the hollow dice that have cool designs on them. And sometimes you can even hear, you know what, I'll give you a demonstration because I got a set. Listen here. That's the sound they make when you roll them together in your hand. They got so many cool things. Go check them out. And if you see something that you really, really, really like and you decide you're going to purchase, make sure you use TOGG15. That's TOGG15 as a discount code in checkout, and you'll get 15% off your purchase. So there we go. That's our little sponsor spot out of the way. Other announcements. Just got word. Lair D&D is going to be launching this officially this next week. So we'll give you more information about that. We talked about it a bit in the last episode, so I'm not going to go into detail right now. But if you're interested, go check that out at www.lair_dnd.com. All right. That's it for announcements. Unless anybody else has anything they need to announce.
Yeah, if you want to check out Nerd Culture is Dead at YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Discord.
Outstanding. All right, yeah, definitely check them out. Got some really cool stuff. I was on a couple of their podcast episodes. It's fun as hell. Great conversations. Really enjoyed it, so check them out. Anybody else? Any announcements? Nope.
Good.
All right. So without further ado, we get to our game, Atavar Ascension.
Yay! I am back.
Yes. All right. So where we last left off, everybody, you had just completed your first graded assignment from the Freelancers Association in the city of Kyver, where you have basically applied or petitioned, however you want to term it, to become full members, which would give you access to their stores, their healing services, as well as much more lucrative jobs. But thus far you have only completed the first one of 2 required, and you can always take an optional third if you want to try to increase your scores. But that is all done for the first one, where you got a score of a B- due to a couple faux pas, but also some good recoveries here and there. And overall, it seemed like this guild was pleased with your overall performance. You went and spent the night back at the Honeypot Inn to recover from the journey that you had just made. You had also, as part of that first quest that you had taken on, returned the husband and one co-owner of the Honeypot Inn, Maxwell O'Doherty, to his wife Alyssa, which she was very much grateful for, as well as the honey that he was sent to go and collect from his brother Harris down in Imstead. You managed to find that as well and make sure to bring that with. So you have also ensured that the inn and tavern can continue to do business, and hopefully with Maxwell back and more hands available to manage things, business will pick up. But upon turning in your first assignment, you selected from the 4 remaining introductory assignments, if I can speak, and if I recall correctly,
That's the docks.
you chose the docks,
Yes, sir.
where you saw a... Let's see if I can find it here. You saw a flyer that said, "Investigators needed at the docks. Speak with the harbor master for details, and it was offering 50 gold. Money. So, it is morning. You are rested, recovered. You have had a long rest. The day is yours to do with what you will.
Morning, Gold. Morning, Ajax. Morning, Tomer. Morning, Percy.
I
Morning.
glare at you.
I glare back.
Just kiss already.
I'm sorry, but I have standards.
I smack him with my tail.
We're gonna
My beautiful face.
start this shit early in the morning. I need a drink.
I don't normally drink that early, but I'll join you.
A drink lands in front of you, magically out of nowhere. No.
Fuck yes! The only way to stay not drunk is never staying sober.
You seriously need to get yourself a gaming kit in the game, too.
Oh,
I already have one.
Oh, okay.
I do too.
oh no.
Oh no, I'm gonna ditch that card.
Uh-oh. And as you are sitting at the table, it looks like you are all engaged in a game of cards while you wait for breakfast and drinks.
Yes.
So, what game of cards are you playing?
Some good old fashioned poker.
Nice.
Ajax still doesn't know the rules. He asks if anyone has any tens.
Ajax.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
I am also not skilled at the poker.
What did you get?
Luke,
This is why you don't
That's
play
it.
with
Wait a
people
minute.
that haven't
4 is
played
the number
before,
after
Gold.
3. That's pretty good.
Wait,
and I
wait,
love the little heart symbols. They're
I
so.
know, they're awesome.
wait a minute. Aren't you a bard? You should know how to poker.
Who said that's what we were playing? Oh, I
did.
I see. Poker.
But you should also,
Where?
you should also know how to play the game too.
I have no
Assuming
clue.
He's a successful boy.
I have no clue how to play poker in real life, so I'm not going to try to pretend like I know in
I
character.
haven't played poker in forever. I completely
I
forgot.
will teach you boys. You learn it in
I'm
hell.
already winning. You're just mad because I have 3 cards to your 2.
Yeah. Actually, let's form an alliance.
Well, now you have 0.
Now, 6 cards against
Yeah.
all of your 2.
This is
Yeah.
why I
We
drink.
formed an alliance.
Yeah.
This is why I drink.
Alright.
Not deal with this idiocracy. I'm done. I'm out.
You can't withstand our forces' might.
God damn it.
God,
You
we are
see,
so good at this game.
We're
Pay for
amazing.
this shit.
In the world of poker,
Did
our army
everybody
is
start
king.
with a pair in their hand? Jesus Christ.
Apparently.
I had an ace and a 10, which quickly became 2 10s when you laid out the other one.
Okay. Yeah, I had a pair of kings, man. Alright.
Yeah, well, your king is no match for my ace.
No, enough fooling around. It's clear who the victors are. Let's get
That's
down to
right.
the docks.
Well, the
But we
victors
haven't
buy
even had breakfast yet.
We're undefeated.
Who needs
Don't let him
breakfast?
distract you from that.
I'm nourished by victory. Well, this is off to a wonderful start.
Then you won't mind if I eat your breakfast, will you?
I'll mind.
I might mind a little bit. On the other, yeah, I'll buy breakfast for us. Good sir, tavern keep.
And you see Maxwell come over, and for a 6'2" tall, broad-shouldered, fairly muscular man with a little bit of a gut, he approaches your table very kind of meekly and with there's definitely respect that he's, you can tell he feels towards you guys, but also a little bit kind of humbled in your presence for what you have done for him and his family. Rescuing him, getting him back to his wife, his family,
Not
making sure
telling
they're
his wife what he did.
yeah.
That was the
No, I'm
no,
pretty
he-
sure we explained that to
that
him.
was the brother.
Yeah, no, he told. He came clean. And
She was
in
okay.
fact, if I recall correctly, you guys even mentioned that,
Yeah.
well, he was drugged.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we never.
So-
And she was,
We had his
she was
back.
understanding.
Yeah, she was understanding. She needed some time, but she was understanding.
We took care of our homie.
Yes. So he definitely is giving off this air of gratefulness, respect, and being a bit humbled in your presence. So he's kind of, yes, of course. What can I do for you?
I don't mean to work you so hard on your first day back.
Oh, no, please. Anything for you.
Well, I'd just like to see the menu for the day.
Oh, yes. He pulls out the menu, and in addition to the standard items, which you are well familiar with, as they had not changed much in the few days that you guys had been there. Here's the menus. In addition to those items, he says, we have not yet printed up new menus, but we do have, in addition to what you've seen below, I now have the omelets with a honey glazed sauce that it's actually surprisingly good. The savory and the sweet mixing together really give it that has been added for our breakfast offerings.
I'll try that.
Make it
Very
2.
well.
3.
Before you decide, there is also our strawberry and honey pancakes.
Actually, change my order. I'll have the pancakes.
Tempting, but I think I'm going to stick with my first.
Very well.
That's how the French say it.
Can I have dessert for breakfast?
Absolutely.
One dessert, please.
As you wish.
Do you have any fruit?
Oh, yes, an assortment.
I'll just take whatever you can offer.
Very well.
I don't need much.
And to drink, any of you, tea?
The tea from the other day would be wonderful.
Oh, yes.
Tea for gold.
Ale, or anything like that. I know some.
The Evermead.
Evermead it is,
Evermead,
yes.
Here too.
Very well. Evermeads, teas, anything for you two.
Water is fine.
Oh, very well.
I'll take some jasmine tea.
Of course he is.
And
Alright.
I'll be
Do you
paying
have a
for our
problem,
breakfast
Homer?
today. Such is the role of
No,
the
I just
victor,
like
of
rhyme
course.
Oh.
Very well.
We know how much you like being ridden.
Shall I
No,
attach to the room, or would you like to pay separate?
Oh, so you never got
separate.
any from the
Okay.
vampire, did you?
Once
Let
I knew
me,
she was a bloodsucker, let's just say
tally
our
this
race,
up.
our
I will bring you the
races
bill,
don't really work well with each other.
after
You know what I
you
mean?
Thank you kindly, sir.
No, I don't.
Not
The
a
That's
wrong-
racist.
It's the
Not-
wrong kind of sucker.
Yeah. No, she gave you the wrong kind of sucking blow, didn't she?
Think about it. Would a vampire really fuck a werewolf?
She knew exactly
This
where all the
ain't-
blood
dude,
was
this-
in your body.
This ain't Twilight. This ain't
I know very
Underworld.
little
It's
about
completely
Twilight.
different. Yeah, it could fucking happen.
I was not trying to get laid.
Sure, you
Could have fooled me.
How about you drink some of that friggin' drug water?
You
tell
were
me how you
all
feel.
smitten.
You want to drive back?
We'll go back and we'll order 6 in a row. See who gets raped first.
That's kind of
Wait.
fucked up.
I
It would
get
be
up and
consensual
go sit
between
at
you and
another
I.
table.
Okay.
I'll have no part of this either.
So, do you two go to a
Yeah.
different table together? Okay.
Hello, Percy.
Oh, we don't hear any of this, right?
No.
No.
Okay.
I have no idea why you're winking at me.
It wasn't a wink.
Whatever. Hey, Leon.
I'm sorry I'm that not memorable to you.
It's been a minute.
You?
Hey.
I totally don't remember your name.
Hey, you. Yeah,
So, what have you been up to lately?
Same as you, really.
Any dastardly deeds? Any misdoings?
Not as of late.
Any stabbings or thievings?
Not in the past. How long have we been on this adventure? Week.
No, you guys have been together 6 months, and then it's been about 2.5 weeks. Yeah.
Exact, yeah, about 2 weeks.
Takes a long sip of his tea.
A very one-sided conversation.
I'm gonna lean over to Ajax. Is he trying to hit that?
I don't think we can actually hear this conversation, friend.
Well, they moved over to another table together. I was just wondering. They wanted privacy. I
Beats me.
Let them be.
2 weeks is good. Let's
It's a new record.
baby steps. Let's keep it that way.
I don't know. Jail wasn't all it's cracked up to be.
A little bit later, as you guys are having your conversation, Maxwell comes out, and Alyssa's there with him, helping to bring your food and your drinks out. And they notice you two are at a separate table, so they bring your food over there, bring yours to you guys as well as your drinks. And Maxwell comes to you and says, that will be 5 gold.
5 gold. All right then. Quite a fair price. Thank you, sir. And I hand over the gold, and it's paid now.
While he's here, I say mine's on him, and I point over to gold.
I paid
you paid for
all of
everybody.
Oh, you paid for all of it?
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding. I
That was everybody.
Sorry.
Well, that was mighty generous of you.
Well,
Did you
I
use
figured
the
one of
point
the
without
victors
knowing?
has to pay.
Probably.
But so they deliver everything, and then they head back to the kitchen. And you will, notice it's not too hard, considering how dead it was when you were here prior to your taking on this job. It has picked up a little bit,
For the,
not a lot, but there's
kids.
Good for this.
the kids. If you look, you can see in the back, back the kitchen. Every once in a while, you'll see, little, as a little one kind of runs past the door in the back there, and
Is that little boy drawn to me at all?
roll a perception check.
Oh, God.
Careful with that one getting taken out of context.
1. Nat 1.
Yeah, you see nothing.
Cool.
You see nothing. In fact,
How
what
incredibly
you do see is you can't take your eyes off
Appropriate.
of, wow, Alyssa does some hard work. Do you see that all of those glasses, she's just cleaned them, and they're like shiny. They're so pretty. Just the way she's displayed them.
She had a lot of downtime.
Yeah, just the way she displayed them and everything. That's some cool work. I like that. That really kind of brightens up the place.
That's a boulder. That's a nice boulder.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, you see nothing.
Cool.
I don't like how vague this mission statement is. Investigators needed at the docks.
Seems easy enough.
Well, what are we investigating?
Anything.
I don't know.
Murder? Crime?
They didn't specify.
Dragon attacks? I don't know.
We can go there and investigate whatever we want.
I don't think it'll be that easy.
Free money, go ahead.
Probably not. I'm sure we'll find out when we get there. They wouldn't be paying
sip
someone
my
50
tea
gold.
and eat whatever fruit I was given.
Unless there was something
Yeah,
worth
actually,
investigating.
set in front of you,
So they wouldn't be paying
it's
50 gold
like
unless there was something
a
worth investigating.
charcuterie board, except it is just an assortment of fruits, sliced different. You see banana, some apple, there's strawberries, there's even a kiwi. And they've kind of got them laid out, and it looks very nice.
I eat everything but the banana.
Okay. And they even have kind of built in. It's like a wooden board, and set into it. There's a hole cut out, and there's a little glass kind of set in there, and there is a honey sauce that you can dip the fruit into to get a little bit of that honey sweetness.
Natural sugars for breakfast.
They need to make some kind of weird honey beer cheese.
Leon walks over to Gold and points at the banana and says, "Are you going to eat that?"
No, Leon, would you like my banana?
Why, yes, Gold. I'm quite fond of bananas. Would you like to allow me to borrow some of the honey sauce?
I take the banana in whole.
No, it's sliced up. It's sliced into little slices.
Okay, no, I put it together.
Oh, I was like, is it sliced banana split style or is it chopped up?
It was chopped into.
Okay.
No, I form it into the
Mush
whole
it together into kind of distorted whole banana.
Correct.
We're going to need a plastic surgeon.
It's actually.
I take the cup of then honey drizzled sauce and I pour it over the banana slowly.
Maintaining eye contact.
Licking his lips thoroughly.
Completely missing the banana.
Ignore the stone.
A stranger steps in between you two, looks at both of you, and goes, "Are they trying to get it on?"
That's happened an odd number of times this episode so far.
He's drinking.
We've been here 5
Who am I?
minutes. Leon.
I then hand him the board with my banana on it. Oh, I'm sorry, Leon bought it, so it's really Leon's banana.
Mm-hmm.
Why, thank you.
You want to eat your own banana? Go for it.
Hey, whatever. Different strokes for different folks.
What a interesting choice of words.
I'm sensing some undertone in this episode. I wonder what's going on.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's all the Dark Souls talk.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
could be.
Okay.
Of course, the mission would be Doc.
Damn it!
Oh.
I was
No,
just
it's
the only one that
happening.
doesn't get
Fine.
this close to having a straight face.
Oh.
So while this is happening, I'm gonna bounce.
Okay, so Persephone
We're all having
finishes
a
her
boys'
food.
morning.
Yeah, Persephone finishes her food and
Do I notice
excuses
this?
herself. Yeah, I mean well, she was at another table. Give me a perception check.
I don't know, I'm a tiefling. It's hard
You
to
would
miss.
notice. You're right at the.
No,
you're the only other
he
person.
got up first banana.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
22.
Yeah, you see her.
I'm a tiefling. Hard to
You
miss.
see her just kind of.
I sip my tea and I also leave.
But Gold, get back! I wasn't finished with your banana.
I'm gonna leave before this gets.
Take it on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna follow Gold out the door.
All right.
I'm going to look at what's transpiring, throw back the rest of my drink, throw the rest of my food in my mouth, probably at the same time, and also exit.
Okay.
Kind of waiting for Leon, though.
This is really good.
We're in Ravensboro, right?
No, you were in Kyver.
Kyver.
I don't know. Yeah, Ravensboro is.
That's where you're
We're in
Borough is
Kiever.
way north.
Oh, okay.
Baby.
Proceed.
We're in Kiever.
Yeah, remember this is
Somebody come
There we go.
that is the
Okay.
city zone map.
Oh, the one we're in?
Yep, this of Kyver, and this is the map without the zones. Sorry, it is so small
No, you're good.
and hard to read.
Oh.
When we get budgets, when we get some kind
Sorry,
of
it's
budget,
so
we'll get big maps for
small.
everything.
I'm so
so we're-
disappointed.
Actually,
in
we'll be on
myself.
Talespire, so
I said I wasn't gonna be
Okay.
horny bar. I'm being
Okay.
horny bar.
It's okay if you're only horny for one person.
But he's not.
Their eyes lock in deep intimacy. The half elf and the elf, a shared brotherly bloodhood. Brotherly bloodhood.
Blood.
Too bad we can't make a 3/4 elf.
Oh.
We haven't tried yet.
Oh, no.
oh god,
Can we just not?
Anyway.
Please.
what have I got myself
How's
into?
that dock looking?
Let's go explore the dock, shall we?
It's looking rather dockable.
The dock on the water, that is.
I will say I am not heading toward the dock.
Okay.
You have to do some crime.
Party split.
Alright, so you're gonna split the party?
I have shopping to do.
You see
Alright,
her,
that's
you
fair.
see which way she's walking.
I see that she's walking off. Percy, where are you going?
I have shopping to do.
Elaborate.
I have shopping to do.
Okay.
We're going on a mission right now, though.
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to be a little prepared for the mission?
Do we not already have stuff?
That's fine. Let Percy do what she wants.
Fair enough.
I head towards the sketchier part of town for shopping.
Okay.
Like the sketchy. Not black market level, but like, you know, my people.
All right. So give me an investigation check, because you guys have really only spent in Kyver itself about a total of a week.
11.
Okay. You kind of ask around a bit, trying to elude to other people that, hey, I'm looking for shops, for stores that maybe aren't as reputable or things like that. They don't quite get it because you're being very nuanced.
Yeah.
So without outright saying it, they don't quite get it, and they're like, well, I mean, you're in the bowl. If you just head to the center of the bowl, I mean, there's shops everywhere there.
I mean, I'm fine going over there if I can't find the sketchy areas.
Yeah.
too.
What check was I rolling for?
The thing is-
Whatever it was a nat 20, so.
I don't know that I asked you for a check, but
You didn't ask for a check, dude.
What did you. I thought you just
For
asked
me?
for it.
For her.
Oh.
for her, yeah.
Goodbye, nat 20.
Oh, that's a shame.
Why is
I
that?
hardly knew ye. I thought you said roll for an investigation.
Yeah,
I
that
guess
was her.
It's okay.
That was
you
her.
rolled a nat 20 for happiness.
Yes. You
get
are
to drink
immensely
Why do I feel so sad then?
Maybe it was for sadness. I don't know.
Because you no longer have a drink in your hand.
Fair enough.
So you do manage to make your way to the, kind of the main town square of the bowl, which is where there are tons of shops. If you wanted, more specialty shops, they're kind of littered throughout the bowl, but this is where, the main market area is. Most of the shops are. So, what are you looking for?
I got a shopping list.
All right.
I'm looking for some manacles, some oil, some chalk, a tent, and then some healing potions. So nothing crazy.
Everything but the healing potions you think you could probably find in like a general store, like a supply goods store. Maybe the manacles might be a little bit harder. Might not be every general store has something like that, but you can give it a shot. So eventually you look around, you do see there's plenty of shops open. There are some carts out too in the square, but it's mostly the shops with their tons of goods available, stocked and ready.
Yeah.
That would be the easiest for you to find what you're looking for. So there is one that you see over there. It says Connie's General Goods.
Solid. I'll go in there.
All right. As you walk in, it is a fairly simple looking, straightforward shop. Lots of shelves, probably about, shoulder high at most. Some along the walls are much taller, but all these shelving units are just loaded with goods, and you can see a general organization to it. Seems like over on the left-hand side, there seems to be more textile-like goods, cloth, clothing itself, stuff like that. Over on the far right seems to be tools, and then there's, different kind of rows of things in between. If you're going to start looking through, or are you going to ask, or how are you going to handle
I
it?
guess I'm going to walk over towards you said there was clothing?
Yes.
Looking for like a dark cloak, cape kind of vibe.
All right. Well, let's see. Roll one investigation check to look for the things that you are looking for.
Oh, that one's banished.
Yeah.
Investigation.
Are any of you gonna follow her,
16.
or are you just gonna hang out, or are you gonna?
I'll probably follow her.
Okay.
No,
But
we're
in the
just gonna head to
shadow.
the docks.
You're just gonna head without her.
I'm going.
You guys gonna head without her? Okay.
All right. Would you have me roll stealth?
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Then.
You can't see me.
I always feel like
Out of character.
somebody's
obviously.
watching me.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no
Okay, that would be a 23.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that beats your passive
Oh
perception.
yeah, no, I don't see shit.
Yeah, you no.
I'm watching you, Percy.
So,
Well, now I see you.
Who said this?
so yeah, you see her. She's in a store. She's perusing.
Damn it! Nothing mischievous.
As what was your investigation check?
16.
16. So you were looking for like a black cloak?
Like a dark.
Okay,
cloak.
hooded or
Yeah, hooded,
okay.
like hide in kind
Yeah,
of.
you're able to find that. There's actually quite a few there. There's some of them are a little bit more expensive than others, depending on the materials.
Nothing
but
with like any magical properties or anything, right?
no.
Okay.
I mean, this is not that kind of
Yeah.
place. But yeah, I mean, it looks very nice. In fact, there's one that kind of catches your eye. It seems to be a little bit heavier. It's a little bit thicker material. You think it actually might be kind of like velvet lined or something. You're not sure what it is on the inside, but it's comfortable.
Okay.
And the black is very black.
Okay, good. Exactly what I wanted.
It looks really nice.
Cool. Cool.
Did you try it on or just?
Yeah, no, I mean,
Okay.
I'm pretty standard.
Okay.
Tiefling size.
Okay, so you do try it on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. As you do, you hear from below you a little bit. Oh, so found something that you like? Good. Is let me see. Let me see. And as you look down, you see a very cute, chubby-cheeked halfling woman with kind of scraggly, sandy blonde hair. Doesn't look like it's combed out. It's not like a mess, but it seems like the tips of it kind of wing out a little bit randomly. She's wearing a very nice, sweet flower printed dress. And she's just smiling up at you with her rosy cheeks. And says, let me take a look. Just hold on. She kind of walks around, looks at you, and then looks up and, down, please. Let me see. She kind of shifts the hood, properly framing your face. Says, that becomes you very well. I can wrap that up for you.
Sure. I got a couple more things I want to get to.
Oh, absolutely. I could help you find what you're looking for.
Okay. I can hand her my shopping list.
Okay. And she says, "Oh, manacles. We don't have much of a call for that. Let me see though. Maybe something in the back with that. Oil. Yeah, we have oil, chalk, and she follow me. And she kind of walks you around the store and stop at various spots. A couple times you see her. Now that you're walking behind her, you notice attached to her back via a little rope that kind of goes up and connects on the shoulders of her dress is a step stool. And occasionally she will stop, and when it's something higher up on one of the shelves, she will flip it, and it just whoop up over her head, down onto the ground, and then she stands up on it, grabs what she needs, and then flips it back over her back, and you actually have to kind of like dodge out of the way a couple times. But she grabs, some a couple different oils, shows you until you find one. Okay, that's nice. The chalk.
I will say I'm not looking for like scented oil, just like basic.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. But she gives you, there's a couple different kinds and things like that. Okay, this is a mineral oil. This is made from a vegetable, stuff like that. It gets you the tent, able to find that. And she says, as far as the manacles, like I said, let me check the back. And I'm sorry, I don't carry any potions.
Do you know anywhere that does?
You could try across the way. I think there is a spot on the opposite side of the square. I think there is one.
Someone way over there.
Mm-hmm.
Away from here.
Let's see. Yes, let me check on the manacles real quick. As she, all your stuff, including the cloak, she takes that up to the counter, and once again, she goes behind the counter, and you see behind the counter is actually, the counter height is set for, like, the average human, tiefling, whatever. Mm-hmm. Behind the counter, there's a little set of steps that lead to a platform, so where she's standing, she's at counter height, but, it works. And she puts everything on there, and then she begins grabbing some, like, kind of thin paper and stuff like that, and kind of wrapping everything nicely. And it says, all right, one moment. Runs into the back. You hear some kind of rustling around, things like that. And eventually a little bit of clinking. And she comes out and she says, I actually do have a set.
Perfect.
And she puts that on the counter and then begins to wrap that up and goes, okay, a little bit of tallying. Okay, so in total, that will be 6 gold and 3 copper.
All right, I'm gonna hand her 10 gold.
Oh, oh my! Thank you so much. I don't have change for this.
You're fine.
Oh.
Can you point me in the direction of that potion shop?
Yes. on the other side there, I believe that is, I think he calls himself Filbert. I don't know, but he's on the other side. I tend to avoid him. He's a little bit odd. But, yes, there you go.
Thanks. And I take my stuff and I head out over to, I guess, Filbert's.
Okay. So you see her walking out of the shop. She's got, her arms full of a couple packages. And she makes her way across to the other side where you see Filbert's phylacteries.
I just don't get it. What makes you tick?
I assume you're not saying this to me, right? You're
Inner monologue. You end up at Filbert's phylacteries, you see there, and it is clearly some kind of apothecary, or alchemy shop of some kind. You see in kind of the store windows, there are some displays of various tinctures and salves and things like that in the windows. And when you step in, you are hit with a variety of aromas, sage, sandalwood. It's like this guy took whatever incense he could find,
burn them all.
put it in a fire pit, and just lit it on fire.
Understood.
'Cause it's just, you're assaulted. Mm-hmm. It's almost too much. But it is a little bit kind of hazy in there too. But other than that, what do you expect from this kind of place? As you walk in, not nearly as organized as what you just saw at Connie's, but not a complete mess either. And standing behind a counter, not really paying attention, you see just kind of a tall, skinny, you're not exactly sure what, because they are wearing a very heavy cloak.
Oh, I got one of those too.
Yes. This one, however, is a bright blue with some very intricate swirly designs on it. It's decoration. It's pretty. And the hood is kind of up, and their head is kind of down. They seem to be dealing with something on the counter, not paying attention. You're not exactly sure what, human, elf, half-elf, you're not sure. But whatever they are, they're kind of tall and pretty skinny.
Okay. You Filbert?
Huh?
Filbert?
He lifts his head. Oh, customer. I see. Yes, I am Filbert. Filbert Phantasmagorical at your service. What can I do for you?
Healing potion.
Healing potion. Let me guess. Adventurer.
For now.
Yes. Very well. Let me see what I have in stock. He turns around, and at raising his head and everything, you can tell this is a human.
Older dude?
He seems, maybe he's in his 40s or 50s. Not super old, but not young. Mm-hmm. He kind of moves around the side of the counter, starts perusing through a cabinet that he opens up, going through several different bottles, looking through. Says, I have 3.
Okay, yeah, I'll take them.
Fine. He reaches up, grabs them, comes back to the counter, puts them down. Says, that will be 150.
Okay. I'll hand him the 150.
Excellent. Thank you very much. He kind of rubs his face a little bit. and the hood kind of pulls back more, and you see his hair is actually decently long. It's, down almost to his tops of his shoulders. And he has got kind of a decent beard. It's not like long wizardly type beard. It's more like Zach's maybe, we'll say. It's that kind of beard. It's nice, it's full, but it's not like a long beard.
Well kept, scraggly.
Exactly. But there is some gray in it, as well as in his hair. Other than that, it's mostly kind of a nice earthy brown color. But he just kind of looks at you and says, "All right, thank you very much," takes your gold and pushes the bottles towards you.
Do we know what level of healing potion are? Can you tell me anything
This
about
is
'em?
just standard.
Okay.
That's,
Standard, I assume, is regular. Yes.
yes. Standard healing potion, 2d4 plus 2.
Your 2d4 plus 2.
What is a greater one, just so I can write that down too?
Graders,
Mhm.
44 plus 4, I believe.
Yes.
Or, yeah, I think that's
44
Okay,
plus 4.
cool. Thank you.
Yep.
And I take my leave.
all right. You see Percy coming out of Filbert's.
What?
Okay.
All right then.
And I do want to put my cloak on,
Okay.
by the way.
You three,
Yes, Captain.
as you saw Percy and Leon kind of trailing after her, you three decided, well, let's go check out the docks. So while they're out there doing shopping and spying on a shopper, I guess that'd be secret shopping.
Preparing for the holidays.
What are her favorite gifts to buy?
Yes, manacles.
You three have wandered down towards the docks, and if you look at the map right now, basically, it's the zone map helps me to understand where things are a little bit better. Okay.
Honeypot.
Basically, yeah, the honeypot is down over here.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys walked towards the docks. They walked up here and shopping. So they headed up this way. You headed over this way. So this is all happening at kind of the same time
Yeah.
So
as
we,
what they were doing.
we probably reach the docks when they're done shopping, more or less.
Well, no. You
Probably
probably
a
reached the
little more.
docks at the same time as, or even a little bit before, they got to the shopping area.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Especially since Percy was asking around of, hey, you know what? Can I find a...
Yeah, she did some walking around.
Yeah.
Easy dude,
So- You guys arrive at the entrance to the docks, which is a very, very impressive dock system. I mean, what you've learned from your short time here is that Kyver sits on the shores of a large lake that it's a saltwater lake because it connects via a very heavy it's not really even a lake the way it's set up, because there's a very wide, it's like a river, but it doesn't, it flows with the tide.
A channel.
Yeah, a channel that leads out into the ocean. But they all just call it a lake because it's, other than that little channel, it's basically enclosed, and it's fairly large, so it's like the Great Lakes kind of thing, so it's on the shores of this lake. So their docks are actually like major seaport docks. They go out, they send fishing vessels out in through the channel into the sea. Okay, they also fish the lake itself, but they also fish the sea, and this is also a trade hub. Okay, ships go out, carry goods to other places, and come through and drop goods off, and a lot of trade happens here. So they have some major docks, as well as other shipbuilding facilities, things like that. I mean, there's a lot going on here. And when you make it down towards the docks, you can see that is like those ships that you see there. those are like big ships. Okay. So those ships in those pictures are like, you know, think like, you know, brigantines or whatever.
Like the Black Pearl?
Yeah, kind of. Like that kind of size ship. Now, walking down through the docks, it's pretty obvious as you're making your approach. You can see they span down a long ways. You can see there's definitely a lot of ships in there, and there are workers going to and fro. You see that up ahead of you. But then the very first thing you see is before you get to the docks is right there on the corner is a fairly decent sized building. And listed right on there is Harbor Master Office. Kind of hard to miss.
They make it too easy. Alright, let's
Yeah,
go
I'll
in.
make my way to the office.
I follow.
All right. As you open the door, you see a decent sized front room. There seems to be a large desk to your right. Kind of built in, attached to the wall, so kind of looks like a desk, kind of looks like a counter, but seems to work. No one's behind there. There's also a couple chairs sitting in this room, and then there's like a door going further on back, but there's nobody in this room right now.
I poke my head around the doorway, see if I see anybody back there.
Is there a little bell thing on the desk?
There is, in fact, a little bell on there.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. While you're waiting for the bell, you just kind of open that door and look through, or?
Yeah, I just kind of peer in.
Okay. It looks like an office, but again, nobody's in there.
I mind my business and I close it and
Okay.
proceed back.
I'm going to hit the desk bell a couple of times.
Okay. Eventually, you see someone come from another door that's on the other side of that desk / counter. It opens up. Someone comes through. What's all this racket?
Here from the Freelance Association. Here to speak to the harbor master.
Oh, you wanna speak to Baka? Okay. He's probably out and about.
Not like I wanted to talk to you already.
It's not like I like you or anything. Fuck.
He's probably out and about.
Did he have any particular business he was tending to today?
I don't know. I just work here.
He's drunk.
Fair enough.
You gotta be at one of the docks.
Guess we'll take a look for him.
What does he look like?
You never met him before, huh?
No.
You can't miss him. He's about 6 foot tall, real round, green, and he's a turtle.
Oh, okay.
Kind of hard to miss.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Let's go.
Now, kindly sign in.
Sign in?
Yeah. You rang the bell, sign the fuck in.
Come on, Ajax, sign.
I
Jack,
sign.
sign.
What, you can't read or write, boy?
All right. Good deal. I did my job. He goes back into the back room. Door slams shut.
I look at the paper to see what I signed for.
It just like
Check
it just
in.
says check in.
Okay.
That's all it says on there.
Alright.
There's a couple names on there. Half of them you can't read. A couple of them are just an X. You know.
I'm gonna walk to the door, open it, allow those two out,
Mm-hmm.
close the door, open the door, close the door, ring the bell, and then just walk out and close the door and leave.
I'm gonna follow right behind
Fuck this guy.
Let's go. Fuck him. He needs to work.
Prank him, John.
Give me perception checks, you three.
Prank him, gold.
That is a nat 2025.
God.
I see everything.
In this case, you hear.
I got a 7 total.
Okay.
Perception. It's a 515.
Okay. You kind of hear some noise, Tomer. You're like, what the fuck is that? You clearly hear it and can make out what you're saying. It's like, what? Fucking kids again! God damn it! Then you hear boom, that door slam again.
Nice. Alright, we're looking for a turtle. Eyes open, boys.
Big, round, green turtle. Probably named Michelangelo.
No, his name's Donnie. God, get it right.
You're right. Donnie working at the dock.
Donnie working at the dock, my guy. You need something brought in, you talk to Donnie.
He could be a do-it and be a Ralphie kind of guy.
Yeah, it doesn't take you too long. Maybe about 20 minutes of kind of walking in the docks and kind of looking around, because it's not hard to miss the only turtle that's around. You see him from a distance, and you're able to walk towards him, and eventually, standing before you is this, what looks to be just ancient, this is Master Oogway going on here. I mean, this is, old ass turtle. Yeah.
You're the harbor master, sir?
Yeah.
Slow head.
We're from the Freelance Association. We're here to investigate something needed.
Paper.
I very quickly close the space between his slow-moving hand and mine to speed up the process at all, if possible.
Make you up for
He pulls out a little dagger, kind of makes a mark on it. Somebody's been stealing. And weird things happening at night.
Anywhere in particular at night that this activity's happening?
Dock number 5.
Dock number 5 it is.
But it only seems to happen at night.
Okay.
Problem is stealing valuable tools we need. I keep having to repurchase them.
I can see why that would be a problem.
Costs money, makes it hard to build ships and move cargo.
Got it. Anything in particular you want done with these thieves once we apprehend them?
Just want it to stop. And if they haven't sold off the tools, I'd like them back.
I can't promise your tools back, but I will do what I can to apprehend the individuals who are causing the problem and see if there's anything else that can be done.
I nod.
I put out a night watch for the last couple weeks, but now none of my people will stand that watch.
Is there anyone that we can talk to?
Yes. And he actually gives you a list.
Steve, John,
You,
Donnie.
He lists off the following names. There's Hollis Reedy, Lionel Troke, Godfrey Rutt, Raymond and Aaron Dunnings, the twins, Catchor Flatbender.
Catch-whore flatbender?
Catchor.
Oh.
Morwen Nance, Talik Grenville, Hedra Gundry, Atrox, and Brorno Oxfen.
I like the word Oxfen. Where can I find this Oxfen fellow?
That one works now on Dock 2. Refuses night shift, but does a good job, so can't fire him.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Harbor Master.
You're welcome.
I take my leave to dock number 2.
Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna
Was it
give him
me?
a friendly nod and then
Going for this Oxfen
part
fellow.
ways.
Yeah. Was it me or was he really, really slow?
He was a turtle.
And old as fuck.
Damn, no wonder shit's getting robbed.
I heard that.
Oh my god!
Fucking bonks you.
Great hearing. Great hearing.
You hear boss music start.
Yeah.
Your hearing's so good, why can't you find out why your stuff's missing?
Got him.
Got him. All right, so yeah, you head on over to Dock 2
Yes, sir.
and making your way over there. Eventually, you know, kind of asking around. You're walking down the docks. You're going past a couple big ships, and you get pointed up onto the deck of one of the ships as you see coming down the gangplank onto the dock itself, carrying with another person a fairly hefty crate. Is there's a large human, and then there is a tiefling male, and they are carrying this crate down onto the docks from the ship. And as they get towards the docks itself, the person that you're asking points, "Yeah, that's him. That's Brorno.
The horned feller?
Yes."
Alrighty. Ajax, why don't you take the crate so we can talk to this Oxfen fellow?
Take the crate.
Yeah, help take his place. That way they can move the crate.
Fair enough.
I go ahead and have Ajax just fill in for a second so we can steal rock or whatever his fucking
Brorno.
We need to
Bruno.
talk.
Brorno.
Bruno.
Bro. We don't talk about.
You can just call him B. A lot of people do.
Hey, B. We need to speak to you for a moment.
I know you.
No, you don't. We spoke with the harbor master. We're from the Freelance Association.
Mm.
Here to talk about that night shift.
Yeah, I ain't doing that no more.
I don't want
I don't care if you're here to try to force me. I ain't doing it.
That's fine. I'm not asking that of you. I want to hear why you won't do it.
It's fucking haunted.
Can you elaborate on that a bit more? You see,
It's fucking haunted, man.
you see a phantasm, or you just see stuff moving around. What's
shit.
going on?
I've heard voices. You know, I like right behind you. You turn around, nobody's there. You know, they're
Hey, guys.
right. Well, down at Dock 5, but like right over there. And he points to one of the pillars that holds the dock up. And there's, you notice on the pillars, you see that on a lot of them, there are little lanterns, which are currently not lit because it's early in the day. Okay. He says, we keep those lit at night. I was walking down, keeping an eye on things. Out of nowhere, damn thing flies across like 20 feet of the dock, slams into a crate and shatters. Nothing around to hit it.
All right.
Haunted. I ain't fucking going over there again.
That's fine. Thank you. You don't happen to know any other tieflings, do you?
No, not really.
Okay. Just wondering.
I mean, I've seen a couple here and there. Don't really know them.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Okay. That's the end of part 1 for this episode. Tune in for part 2 next week.